Bago ka maghanap ng direct client mo as a virtual assistant or an executive VA, kailangan muna may contract ka na and maayos na dapat yung kontrata mo. Para once na may client ka na, ipipresent mo na sa kanya yung contract and negotiate muna yung terms ng contract before ka magsimula magtrabaho. Kasi sometimes may mga client na first time na magkakaroon ng VA, wala naman silang alam sa mga contract. And pinaka-importante sa lahat is if naghahanap ka kasi ng direct client, basically you are a business owner. You are the one that who provides services. That's why ikaw ang magpo-provide ng contract. 'Di ba kapag nagbo-book ka ng mga service provider like a wedding and events planner, a photographer, a videographer, yung nagbibigay ng service ang may contract kasi sila yung tatanggap ng pera. So, ganun yon. That's why ikaw ang nagpo-provide dapat ng contract for your client. So, ano ba yung dapat na nakalagay sa contract mo? Here, let me show you. Okay, so ito yung presentation ko doon sa online course ko. So, I'll just breeze through it. First up, of course, syempre, introduction. Okay naman na yan. Alam na natin. Given na yan. Just a brief overview what the proposal is all about. Description ng services mo. Ano ba yung ginagawa mo sa virtual assistant? Ano yung mga ipoprovide mo na services sa kanya? Next is yung time frame. Ibig sabihin, how long is this contract? 6 months lang ba tong contract na to or 1 year? Later, I will explain to you bakit important na meron kang time frame. Hindi pwede na forever yung contract mo na yon. Kailangan merong specific time frame kung kailan mag-end yung contract. Next would be your pricing. Dito nakalagay kung magkano yung services mo. Whether it be full-time, part-time, or project-based. So, kailangan nakalagay how much it is. Next would be your payment terms. Paano ka babayaran? Every month, bi-weekly, semi-weekly, weekly, or whatever. And should they provide a down payment? Meron bang specific dates yung payment terms mo, etc., etc. Nakalagay yan lahat. Next, ito yung sinasabi ko, ito yung kadugtong ng time frame. Kung bakit importante na merong time frame or may ending yung contract mo. That's because you also have to include in your contract yung yearly increase. Hindi pwede na, di ba maraming nagtatanong sa atin ngayon na parang, ang tagal ko na sa client ko, how will I request an increase? Para hindi ka mahirapan mag-request ng increase, kailangan ilalagay mo na yon. Fixed na yun sa kontrata mo na may yearly increase ka. Ganyan din tayo, di ba, kapag nasa corporate setting tayo, talagang yung offer ng company is you have yearly increase based on your performance. Ganun din ngayon tayo dito kapag nagtatrabaho with the client. You have to make sure that you have a yearly increase. If you look at Upwork, di ba sa Upwork meron din doon habang nag-a-apply ka na meron kang pine-present na doon sa proposal mo sa Upwork na merong yearly increase. That's because we have to make sure na inflation is reality. It's the one thing that's constant, just like change. So you have to make sure that you include yung yearly increase. Your client can definitely negotiate how much yung percentage ng yearly increase nito, but you have to make sure that it's included in your contract. Next would be you have to include your paid time off. You can have your client negotiate this also. If gusto niyang walang paid time off, as in no work, no pay, ikaw bahala if gusto mo. If hindi naman, you have to stand your ground and say that you should have paid time off and then kayo na bahala mag-usap kung ilan yon. Next, you have to make sure that you include your deliverables, especially if project-based to. Ano ba yung deliverables na kailangan mong ibigay sa kanya? Next, would have to make sure na meron kayong nakalagay dun sa contract nyo kung saan yung mga different channels or communication channels ninyo. Nandun yung mga WhatsApp ba, email, or whatever, you have to include it there, pati kung ano yung contact information. If kailangan mag-include ng link sa Facebook page or whatever, basta it's there so that if ever may mangyari, at least you have in your contract where they can be contacted. And then other things that you can include in your service contract is of course yung terms and conditions mo. You should also have confidentiality and data protection. You have intellectual property, especially if under creatives ka. Ilalagay mo doon sa contract na anything that you create is yours or anything that you create for your client is owned by your client. So, depende na sa inyo dalawa yon. And then you should also have your termination and cancellation sa loob ng contract mo na kapag si client decides to end the contract, they should provide you at least 2 weeks or 1 month na na update or i-inform niya kayo dapat in advance, 1 month in advance, so that of course you can also find job while you're rendering ng 30 days. Ganun ka din. You should also provide like 1 month or 2 weeks na update or Oh my gosh, notice, nakakaloka, 2 weeks notice or 30-day notice so that your client can also have time to look for a replacement. Malay mo kasi ititrain mo din siya dun sa replacement na yon. Next up would be yung liability and indemnification. Ito naman yung mga legalities. Kaninong, since you are working, siya yung working sa US, ikaw naman nasa Philippines, you have to make sure na i-include nyo dito sa liability and indemnification kung if ever magkademandahan kayo, anong law yung masusunod. Okay, so yun yan. Now, this is very technical na, but for you to be able to make it easy, I am using the help of whenever I send out contracts, I use the help of a specific tool or application. Hold on. Ayan, I use a tool called SignSecure. You can, andyan yung website, signsecure.unawa.asia. So, naka-free plan lang naman ako and then I use this to send out contracts. I use this specifically sa weddings and events ko kasi doon ako madaming pinapadalang contracts. Now, why is this important? Because itong SignSecure, alam ko, meron na rin siyang kasamang legal something. Until now, hindi ko pa rin siya maintindihan. But I'm going to get more details about this. But you can use this para if ever legally binding yung contracts ninyo. And this is created by by Filipinos for Filipinos, specifically then target market are freelancers. So sign up on SignSecure. I'll use the link. I will put the link in my bio for you to be able to sign up on SignSecure. So yeah, you can use this. I-upload mo lang yung contract na ginawa mo to this to your SignSecure account. Ayan, parang punta ka lang dyan na yan, create a document create a document tas upload mo lang sandali. Ayan, when you create a document, ayan, i-upload mo. Sorry, ayan na pala. Ayan, i-upload mo siya. Ganyan, o, diba? Ang gulo-gulo ng screen. Hindi ako marunong kasi nung screen grab na. So, ganyan lang tayo. I-upload mo lang yung document na ginawa mo via Google Docs or whatevs. So, ganun. Ganun lang siya ka-easy. Now, if you want to learn more about how to be an executive assistant from the basics from what you need to learn until getting a client, you can enroll in my online course. It's at around 1,600 pesos. Ito yung makukuha mo sa loob. Intro to how to be an EVA. You have the first module under American culture because you need to learn who your clients are. You have inbox management. And then, ang dami, diba? You have calendar management. 16 modules yan. You have travel management. You have event management. You have household management. You have meeting management. Basic social media management. Tools you need as an EVA. Ayan, iba-ibang tools. Pero i-update ko to. Marami tayong idadagdag. Introduction to cryptocurrency, meron din tayo. EVA assistant competencies. Create your online profile. Ayan, sa iba-ibang platforms. Saan ka maghahanap ng clients, paano ka magbubook ng client or yung client acquisition roadmap mo, challenges ng isang executive assistant, and then meron din tayong free na EVA workbook na kasama dito. And then if you want to request for a certificate on completing the course, meron din dyan. So yeah, all you have to do is click the link in my bio to get all of these. Lahat to is my tutorial videos. Ayan, makikita mo ilang minutes yan. I think it's a total of 16 hours worth of videos. It is self-paced. You can take it anytime you want. You have lifetime access to this. Hindi siya mag-e-expire. So yeah, yun lang naman. There you go. If you want to learn more about freelancing, executive virtual assistant, just click the link in my bio for more.